Hello, how you doing, Mike Bradley? I hope you're doing well as always. Recording your guitar, okay? It's a big topic, a massive topic in fact, and trying to, especially if you're kind of, you know, either mucking around at home with little ideas and want to record on your kind of Mac or PC, or if you're kind of a serious kind of player and want to get your ideas down so then you can take it to your band as a little rough demo and be able to record stuff at home in your little kind of home studio and stuff like that. It's important to be able to get the best sound, and us guitar players, as I've mentioned many times, we're delicate souls, aren't we? And if our tone is off, it throws everything off, you know, and that can be as well. You know, you might get a good recording sound, you know, your tone in the room you're recording in, but then when you hear it back on tape, you're like, that doesn't sound like what I wanted it to sound like. So what I wanted to talk a little bit about is mic placement. Now I myself am learning myself about trying to get better sounds where you put the mic and stuff like that. So at the beginning of this video, I did a little noodle I just did. I was recording. I'm using my Cornford MK50, as you can see, and I've got a 4x12 Marshall cab here, and I've got an SM57, just one mic, alright? Going into an interface and into GarageBand at the moment. My old Mac with Logic has died, so I need to kind of sort out getting Logic on there. But at the moment I've just been using GarageBand, alright? Just for kind of doing my YouTube videos, you know, and other little recordings as well I do for session stuff and whatnot. So, and I've got an interface, a really cheap interface, and a Phantom Power interfacing as well. But yeah, so everything you had at the beginning there was using the 57. Let's go to a close-up. Right, I'm actually back to an old angle who's always using my videos, but anyway, so I've got the SM57 here, right, and I've got it mic'd up, like I was saying, onto the 4x12. Now, I'm going to do another shot in a minute for you to see, but where you put the mic around the speaker, be it if it's a small combo, which I've got just off camera here, or the 4x12, where you put the mic around the speaker is so important. You get such different sounds. So what I want to do, I've got a looper going, this is just a camera mic now. Okay, I've just got a little loop of just doing some chords. And I'm just going to literally get the 57 and just go round the speaker, and hopefully you're about to hear the different, it'll get trebler, it'll get a bassier, and all these different kind of frequencies. And you know, sometimes it will sound really warm, sometimes it will sound a lot sharper. So yeah, I'm going to go for a proper close-up and then just literally get the mic and go round, and you're about to see the different sounds, and just basically to give you an idea when it comes to recording yourself, you know, where to put the mic. And then, you know, if you've got, you know, a better interface than what I've got, you can have a couple of mics on each given speaker to get different sounds, because obviously, you know, that's a whole topic right there, microphones, you know. So, yeah, let's see what we get. Microphone, now here's the loop. So, quite interesting, isn't it? Obviously, like I was saying earlier, by being in the middle of the speaker, it sounds really trebly, and obviously I was putting it right up against the grill cloth at one point, and it's not as nice. And then going round more on the edges, you can hear it gets less trebly. And in particular, being in that left-hand corner, and then coming back a little bit, I think it's a kind of sweet spot, you know, and I think that's what a lot of people kind of do. They kind of go in that left-hand kind of corner, and the further back you go as well, it just takes off that tinny sound, you know, the tinniness. Can we use that word? Tinniness, is that a word? So try it, guys. You know, when you are micing an amp up, you know, don't just stick it in and then, you know, hope for the best and then try and EQ and stuff like that, you know. It's best to get, like anything, get a great core sound, you know. So obviously try and have a good sound from the amp and the guitar and your hands, and then try and, you know, get the best sound with a microphone. I remember someone told me, actually a pupil studying production, and they got it wrong, because it was an SM7, which obviously is not quite, you know, it's more of a condenser mic, I think, an SM7. And Michael Jackson did a whole Thriller on that one album, but people do vocals using a 57. You know, so it's how you sing and the different dynamics and things like that. So obviously it's not really known as a vocal mic, 57, it's more on a, you know, direct sound going on with it. You know, like I say, I'm still learning about microphones myself. But what I have found out is where you put that mic is so important. So yeah, like I say, my kind of top tip for today is to be kind of in that left hand side and pull it back a bit. If it's too close, it's really trebly again, you know, no matter what. By pulling it back, you're getting a bit more kind of, you know, the natural kind of room sound coming into it, instead of it just being right up to a speaker on the cloth. So a little bit different today, but it's all important, you know. It's all about trying to help create music, you know. So there you have it, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you've got any ideas yourself, please share them with me and everyone else. It'd be cool to kind of fire ideas to each other of little tips you've got and what I've got, and we can just all use it as a big public forum. And of course, remember, every Wednesday and Friday I do a new video. So if it's your first video to me, hello, welcome, subscribe, watch my other videos. They're fun. You get to see me. Anyway, guys, have a lovely day, and I'll see you very soon. Take care. Mike Bradley signing out.